everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Round Robin, where we spin the wheel, chase the chaos, and see where the conversation lands. I'm your host, Tracy Preston, along with Christine Mulligan, Nina Mulligan, Angela Hoefler, and of course, my husband, Todd Preston. Hey, everyone.
Hello. Yo, 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 hoes and hobos. What's up?
Hey, everybody.
I love how I just never really know, and I know I've said that before, but I just never really know what's going to come out of Nina.
It's going to be brilliant.
I know. Sparkle, sparkle.
Or so she thinks.
There it is. So today's episode is one of those topics that sounds strange at first, and then once you start thinking about it, you can't stop. We are talking about history through smell. Not what history looked like, not what it sounded like, not what somebody wrote down in a diary or painted in a portrait, but what did history smell like? Because we always picture these moments in time like they are clean movie scenes, perfect lighting, beautiful costumes, dramatic music. Everybody looks composed, but let's be honest, history probably smelled wild. Now, I found an article from History Facts called "What Did History's Most Important Moments Smell Like?" And it sent me down a rabbit hole because once you start imagining the smells, these famous moments suddenly seem less like museum displays and more like real human experiences. So today we are going to walk through a few famous moments in history and ask the important question nobody asked us in school. What did that smell like?
The answer's always going to be shit.
This is your official scratch and sniff episode.
Scratch and sniff. All right, so Christine, I'm going to start with you. When you think of history, do you ever imagine smell? Or is it all pictures and textbook scenes in your mind?
No, I have a super sniffer, so every time anybody tells me anything, I imagine what it smells like. That's half of my disdain for when I'm hearing news. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know if it's because I was a mom, or if it's because I lived close to the water, or, growing up, or if it's because I'm a nurse. I don't know. I have a super sniffer and everything has a smell.
True. Now,
Gross. And it all smells gross.
Yeah. I got to tell you, whenever I think of, like you see movies like caveman movies or whatever, I'm like, girl, I cannot even imagine how stanky these people are.
Yeah, no. And I think that us being nurses gives us an advantage because we've smelt a lot of things that other people do not even understand.
True. And some of those smells you'll never forget.
Gross.
Now, I think we imagine, at least sometimes I do, imagine history almost sanitized. Like the Declaration of Independence smells like parchment and patriotism. But no, it was Philadelphia in summer with men in wool coats, no air conditioning, long debates, candles burning, horses outside, street smells, body odor. That room was probably fighting for its life. So Todd, be honest, how long do you think you could sit in a hot 1776 meeting room before you tapped out?
Like 17.76 seconds. I'd be running to sign that thing. I'm out.
Yeah, can I just sign, please? I agree.
Okay, but you have to take into account that going nose blind is a real thing. Because I know some people will walk into my house and they'd be like, "Oh my God, dogs, ew."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I don't smell them at all. I mean, I know Nina does a great job of making them, a little bit invisible, but, with cleaning and all. But I don't smell them at all. But I know, like, when my mother comes over, she doesn't hesitate to tell me that it stinks like wet dog.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's almost like when you wear perfume. You like put it on, you're like, oh my God, I smell so good. And then like an hour later, like you can't smell yourself anymore.
It's true.
Yeah, you become nose blind to it. So all the people that were in history, they were okay because they were nose blind to it. But if someone from the future went back to the past, that would probably be the first sensation they realize is the stench of everything.
Yeah, good point. They're totally used to the stench. Not us. Deodorant, scented soaps, lotions,
Powdered wigs.
powdered wigs,
Ew.
stinky, sweaty powdered
Ew.
wigs. Yeah. All right, now this is where the article I was reading gets so fun because it points out that the Declaration of Independence was adopted on July 4th, 1776, which we just had our 250-year celebration.
Happy birthday!
But officially, it was signed on August 2nd. And those men were dealing with oppressive Philadelphia summer heat, wool clothing, ink, parchment, wood, smoke from the candles, and whatever else were coming through the open windows. So, yes, freedom was in the air, but so was sweat. Now, we're going to go even further back. Now, the first recorded Olympic Games were held in Olympia, Greece in 776 BC, and this is not the clean, polished Olympics we see today. These athletes often competed nude, which we've talked about in the past, their bodies rubbed with olive oil. So imagine hot summer sun, grassy olive oil, sweat, dust, trampled earth, animals, food scraps, latrines, garlands of herbs and flowers, and the smoke from animal sacrifices. Nina, could you handle ancient Olympics, or are you immediately out?
Nope, I'm not going there with a 10-foot pole. No, I think my most favorite part of smelling history is the old nursery rhyme that they teach you as a kid is ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. But that was actually during the Black Plague.
That's
the
right.
Black Death or whatever that is, the Great Plague or whatever.
Black Death.
And children, they sing that because there's like dead carcasses everywhere, and people would actually put posies in their pockets so that when their body was decomposing, it would smell a little sweeter.
That's right. That's kind of a spooky nursery rhyme.
Most nursery rhymes are actually spooky.
Yeah.
If you go back to the
All
origin.
nursery rhymes are.
Yeah.
Look, I am a lesbian, but I have
No.
Stop
I've
it.
had experiences with the other kind, and let me tell you, cock and balls
Where
is not
are
my
we?
favorite thing to smell. Well, I'm not going to the Olympics, not if they're all sweaty and gross and just. And have you ever smelled rancid olive oil?
Yes.
It doesn't smell good.
No,
so
it doesn't.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to that. That is not sexy.
Don't you go mixing no grassy olive oil with cock and balls, please.
Franks and beans.
No, thank you. No,
The other kind.
I could have jumped around on that. I'm sorry. A little bit too much wine.
That's why we record on Monday nights, because Nina can drink. So, Angela, what do you think would be worse? The ancient Olympic crowd or the ancient Olympic athletes? Ooh, that's a tough one.
I think the crowd.
Yeah, ditto.
I mean, at least you can smell, I don't know. Yeah, definitely the crowd. Stinky farts, all of that. Ew.
Yeah,
Body
B.O.
odor.
Well, you're thinking
Gross.
the naked competitors, they're at least able to air out.
Well, it's not like they're right next
Exactly.
to you.
Yeah, and everybody else, they're like in tight shoulder to shoulder, and they're all dressed in
Scantily dressed.
gowns, and
Ugh.
just wafting their,
And they're all packed in like sardines, yelling and screaming for hours.
yeah.
I agree. No, thank you.
And let's mind you, there was no things as toiletries back then. So they didn't wipe their booties.
They had a crusty butt.
Put a little olive oil on it.
Let the olive oil run down there and get a leaf. Clean it up. And I love this because it makes the Olympics feel so human. These are not marble statues coming to life. These are bodies, heat, effort, religion, competition, dirt, smoke, and probably a whole lot of body smells nobody was trying to put in a brochure. Now, let's move to the Battle of Waterloo in 1815.
Oh.
We're going to get some more visuals here. Now, obviously, this one is much darker. The battlefield would have been dominated by the acrid smell of gunpowder from cannons, muskets, rifles. There had been rain, so the soil was damp and churned up by boots, hooves, and wheels. Thousands of horses added their own smells. Then there was wool, leather, sweat, smoke, blood, open wounds, scorched earth, and eventually the smell of death. And that's brutal. And it reminds us that battle paintings make war look dramatic, but they cannot show you the smell. They cannot show you the human reality of standing in that kind of air. Christine, when you hear something like that, does it change the way you picture old battle scenes?
No, I always pictured them smelling like a massive muddy GI bleed. Always.
That was
And
overtly
burnt flesh
overtly
to top it
descriptive.
off.
No, I always. That's awesome. So that's where I think smell becomes powerful. It cuts through the romantic version of history. And I have to say, like, when I look at it, I've been in some pretty big museums in Chicago and in New York, Philadelphia. I've never once thought about all the nastiness that went with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to now.
I kind of always, whenever I see a picture of Henry VIII, I can imagine how stinky he was.
Why him?
Because he's a big dude, and he wasn't the healthiest person either. He was gross.
He's gross.
Yeah.
That's so funny that he said that, because whenever I see a picture of the Mona Lisa, everybody talks about it. Everybody has always talked about that picture my whole life. Like, everybody hears about the Mona Lisa, how she follows you with her eyes, yada, yada, yada. All I ever thought about is how stinky she probably was, because she looks like she's been wearing that dress forever.
And she looks hot.
She's got that look on her face like she smells
That's
herself.
How that art moves me. It makes me think, that bitch stinks. I don't know why. How long did she have to sit there? I know.
Hours.
And they tell you how long she had to sit there, and I'm like, oh, that's rotten coochie right there.
It sure is. And they had loincloths, but and we talked about that on an episode way long ago, that it's basically just a linen pair of shorts or something.
Yeah.
If they even had
What are
them.
you talking about? I'm talking about the Mona Lisa. You're talking about what, the gladiators?
Undergarments.
No, you're talking about stinky
Again?
coochie.
Undergarment.
You brought up stinky
Oh, right,
coochie, so I'm thinking,
Well, that's the thing, is because they used to wear all of those things underneath their clothes.
yeah.
Women had like 16
Layers.
That's why they're trying to contain that smell.
Yeah. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Gross. No, it didn't contain it. It
If-
leached into every single layer of garmentry until it just emanates like a diffuser.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like a
A stinky
diffuser.
coochie
Gross.
diffuser.
Yeah.
This reminds me of Pigpen.
The
That's
little-
my vision.
Yeah. A little cloud of dirt all around you with some flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gross.
I was reminded of that because he said the picture of Henry VIII. So I was like,
Ah.
oh my God, yeah.
Also,
Pictures do it.
in England, in their defense, it is colder over there more often than it is warmer.
I don't
And it's
care.
not, but like if we're talking about the Americans,
The
back in
body.
the day, for sure.
Listen,
No, but I mean,
the body is always 98 degrees.
I get that, but if it's 54
And
degrees
even
outside,
high, if you're dealing with all those cooties, they probably always ran low-grade temperatures.
yeah, but if
all
it's
that back then.
54 degrees outside, then having a couple of layers on you ain't bad. Is what I'm saying.
No, the body is always 98 degrees, and then that odor just sits there, and it's like a real, real slow boil, and everything just boils and permeates, and then all of that garmentry just soaks it up like a wick in oil, and then it just diffuses it everywhere around you for 10 feet at least.
Yeah, because
Gross.
let's think about, like, what are they even cleaning their clothes with, and how often are they doing that? It's not like they have
Yeah.
really good
They're
smelling.
cleaning their clothes in dirty water at creeks.
That's
yeah,
right.
they're putting it in the creek. Yeah.
They're put in the creek.
They're bathing like once a week.
And bashing it.
Once a month, maybe.
Their stench ass body oil just permeates the water, so all their clothes smell like stench ass body odor before they even put it on and restart the diffuser.
That's
That's
why
right.
they
And then they're
so
sticking buckets in the river and then drinking that bucket of body water.
Gross.
Those. We're very privileged to live in the land of plumbing.
We should
are.
just not wear clothes at all.
No.
Yeah. No.
Shush.
Think about how many clothes
Nobody needs to wear it.
have very barely any laundry would need to get done. Just towels.
There's a
If
lot of
nobody
benefits.
wore clothes, do you know how quick you would smell them? No, thank you.
And then you'd have to see the Beans and Franks bouncing around.
That's what the towels for.
All right, so how about I cleanse the palate a little bit? Because we all need it now, because we're all, I personally feel like I have a little gagger kicking back there.
I kind of feel like I need a shower.
Yeah, I have a knot in my throat. I have a grimace on my face. I don't like this conversation at all. All I can think about is a bunch of cheese, cock and balls, sweaty socks, and
Dirty ass.
rotten coochie. That's literally all I can think about right now, Trace. Why do you bring us to these places?
Because this is the joy it brings me to listen to you lose your shit. All right, well, we're going to clean it up a little bit. We're going to clean it up. We went to the dregs. But now we're going to talk about Queen Victoria and Prince Albert's wedding in 1840. Now, this one actually sounds beautiful. Queen Victoria wore a wreath of orange blossoms in her hair, and orange blossoms were also used on her bodice. Is it bodice or bodice?
Either or.
Bodice and dress. Now, the chapel likely had floral notes from orange blossoms, myrtle, and white blooms, plus beeswax candles, polished wood, perfumes, colognes, hair pomades.
Pomades.
Pomade.
Pomade. Z-
Z-
silk. Silk, wool, and linen. So this one was probably elegant, floral, soft, and just a little bit fancy. So Todd, if you had to describe our wedding in if you had to describe our wedding smell in 3 words, what would it be? And I already know this could be dangerous.
Oh. Suntan lotion. Because we were super tan. Candles and blood because your uncle got hurt
He did.
during our wedding.
What about winter?
Winter, yeah, we had all the seasons all in one day.
We did.
That was crazy.
Agreed. Nina, what smell instantly takes you back to a wedding? Maybe your own. Or a funeral, a school dance, a family party, anything. What does your sense memory take you to?
Gosh. Wow. If I were to think about a wedding, I would think about that weird candy almond smell. Like, I feel like as a kid, every person had the little bag of those disgusting almonds with the candy coating on the outside. Why are you looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about?
Some people love those, but I just don't like how you like.
But it's her sense memory.
They don't like them.
It's her
I didn't
sense
like 'em.
memory. That's right.
Yeah. I don't know what else. Am I supposed to have multiples or what?
No, it's just whatever comes to your mind. Whatever comes to your mind, it takes you right back to a certain place. So it could be a wedding, it could be anything.
No.
Oh my God! Wow.
No, I mean, I don't know. No, I mean,
It's those damn candied
think so.
almonds.
no, I don't generally care to think about the past, so I don't like to reminisce.
All right.
I think it would probably be more music for me whenever I hear a song. Like,
Okay.
I'll recall like exactly where I was when I was, with that call. But like, smells for me is kind of like not a thing. Not really.
Yeah, your sense of smell is.
Yeah, I have a bad snicker.
Do you
But I
really?
mean, like, I know I love the way Christine smells.
Well,
I
there
know
you
that
go.
smell.
There you go. That
And,
takes you back.
Italy.
All right. You know, it's because when we smell things, it's like a time machine,
Yeah.
right? It takes me, I have several right on the tip of my tongue. You can hear an old song for you, Nina, and remember something. You can see a picture and remember something, but smell will knock you sideways. One whiff of someone's perfume, old books, a certain soap, cigarette smoke, pipe tobacco.
Oh, we talked
That'll
about,
take you somewhere.
we talked about this before with that candle that formaldehyde makes for us.
That's right.
It's called funeral fog, but don't let the name scare you away. It's a wonderful smelling candle.
It's very earthy.
It's very earthy, and it takes me back to
Lily Lake.
Lily Lake, my days in the summer growing up, and I love smelling this candle every time we get it from formaldehyde, and it always takes me back to childhood memories at the lake.
Yeah, take you to the lake. Christmas dinner, Christmas breakfast. And suddenly you're not just remembering the past, you are there. You're back in it. Now, the last history moment from the article that I want to talk about is the Wright Brothers' first flight in 1903. This was so cinematic. They were in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, a cold December day. Atlantic air, salt, damp sand, cold grass. Then the Wright Flyer itself. Muslin fabric stretched over wood, spruce and ash metal fittings, rope, gasoline, lubricant, heated metal, and the first successful powered flight lasted for about 12 seconds and it covered 120 feet. So imagine this human turning point, flight. And the smell is cold ocean air mixed with gas, hot metal, oil for just a few seconds before the wind carries it away. So Angela, what modern smell do you think people in the future would associate with our time? Oh, that's a good one.
There's so many. Probably like factory smoke.
Oh,
Like the chemical factory smoke.
we've got plenty of those.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can move away from that, but I don't know. And then there's, things that we think that we smell right now. So Angela said it's factory smoke. But what about things that may someday disappear? Hopefully the factory smoke, but gas stations, movie theater popcorn, hospital sanitizer, new car smell, old malls, coffee shops, campfires, county fairs, carnival food, laundromats, school hallways. Thinking of that, I can smell our high school right now. Not that it stunk, but that was the smell,
Yeah.
right?
It had its own particular smell.
Yeah. Now, some of these are already disappearing or changing. So, Todd, what smell from your childhood do you wish you could bottle? I think I already know the answer. You kind of already said it, but is there another one?
Well, that one, the smell of that candle, because it reminds me of the lake, but also there was a certain perfume that my grandma Preston wore. And I wish I knew what that perfume was that she wore. And it was probably something from Avon or something like that. But I always felt so comfortable. Whenever I could smell my grandma,
You knew life was good.
I knew a treat was coming,
Grandma's got cookies.
or a game, or something fun.
A happy time.
Yeah.
I love that. What about you, Christine? What smell immediately takes you back to being a kid?
Oh,
Mr. Bubbles!
Mr.
No.
Bubbles.
I don't know. There's so much. Like every time I smell a smell, you remember a million memories to that smell. But it takes me back to my childhood. I guess it would probably have to be beach smell. Like not that over-known coconut smell, but like the beach when tides are high and nothing's funky, but it smells salty and clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like that clean smell.
Yeah.
I remember my childhood because that's where I grew up,
Yeah.
like right on the beach. And whenever I smell that, I always think of Long Beach.
There you go. All right, now here's where we can have a little fun. I want to do a little round robin smell history test. I'm going to name a historical moment, and everyone has to say what they think it smelled like. Don't overthink it. All right? First smell. The Titanic.
Sewage.
Oh,
Bourbon.
Iron, coal, and wood.
good one. What about you, Angela?
Really bad BO.
I was going the same thing.
Cigar
Especially
smoke.
because I'd probably be in stewage.
Cigar smoke, probably, too. There's a lot of fellas that just walked around with a stogie.
Yeah, if you were on the upper decks. All right, I'm thinking salt water, coal smoke, polished wood, perfume, engine oil, damp wool, fear, and cold metal. So I think we all kind of hit that. All right, here's the next one. Woodstock.
Weed.
Yeah.
Straight up skunk. All place smell like skunk.
Hoagies.
B.O.
B.O. for sure.
I didn't hear Nina.
Definitely hairy armpits.
The smell of
It's gonna
free
smell
love.
like the armpit.
Yuck. And I think of mud and rain and sweat.
Yeah.
What about patchouli?
Yeah, probably. I
Them
mean,
hippies love that patchouli.
we love patchouli. We're not hippies.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
a little hippie.
that's why
in there.
We are a
patchouli
little
always
hippie.
immediately kind of lends itself to body odor because that's how they used to hide their body odor.
Yeah. Pass the patchouli. All right, what about the moon landing control room? Think about that.
It smells like anxiety.
I think it smells like hot metals.
In the
Like
control
machinery.
room? Okay.
Yeah.
I think it smells like deception.
Dissection?
Deception.
Deception.
Because it never happened.
We talked about that. Uh-huh. What about cigarettes?
Oh, yeah.
They were smoking like fiends in that control room. Blah.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah. Old electronics.
You know what's crazy is I used to be a smoker, and I was a smoker for a very long time, and I always didn't like the smell of smoke, but I had no idea how repulsive it was until after about a year and a half after I stopped smoking.
Mm-hmm.
A year and a half after, and now when you walk into a smoker's house, it chokes me.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
sinuses immediately start to ache.
Yeah. It's nasty. That's why I like people that vape, because you can't smell that nasty cigarette shit.
Yeah. See, I grew up, my parents smoked the whole time I was growing up. And I didn't think about it then, but I was
we
going to
raised in
school
that.
smelling like cigarettes all the time. You know, cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
And even after I moved out of my folks' house and then would go to visit them, it was like I couldn't handle being in there. So thankfully, you know, in the past few years, they finally quit smoking. So we can go over there and we don't smell that anymore, which is nice.
They're vaping.
They're vaping now, but I'd rather deal with the vape than the
Vapes don't
cigarette
stink.
smoke.
Yeah. All right, what about 1980s shopping mall? What's the first thing you think of? I think of Aunt Annie's.
Yeah, soft pretzels.
It has to be Aunt Annie's, though. It's a totally different smell.
Yeah, chlorine, because of the fountain. Shopping malls back then, at least, always had that fountain right in the middle, and everybody throwing their pennies in and making wishes and stuff. I wish for
More money.
I immediately start smelling all those perfumes and colognes that they used to, like every store had billowing out of it.
Yeah.
I'd say the candied almonds. That's what Altamont Mall smelled like. When you first walk in there,
Oh.
is that candied almond stuff.
That smells like fall to me.
Oh, and Wicks and Sticks, the candle shop.
I forgot about Wicks and Sticks.
Oh man, I miss that store.
What about leather?
Leather, Wilson's Leather.
Wilson's Leather was big in the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can't find that shit anymore.
Sleeping tiger.
Oh, yeah, all the incense.
Well, that's relatively new, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is that new?
Yeah,
They didn't have,
not back in the
Incense.
80s.
but I'm still with you.
Yeah.
I'm still with you. All right. What about a summer festival or carnival? What do you think of? I know what Christine's thinking of.
Elephant
Yeah,
Mhm.
funnel cakes and those roasted nut crabs. So good.
Oh, vinegar
the
fries.
candied almond.
Yeah, candied almonds or the candied cashews.
It's like the sugary stuff on the outside.
Yeah,
Yeah, and a big whiff
roasted
of that.
nut.
Mm-hmm.
No, and cotton candy has that smell of it too. I mean, you can smell the sugar. You know, as kids are walking by with the big old
And the candied apples,
bins.
too.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm. Makes you want to go to a carnival.
And carnies.
No, I don't want to
They
smell
smell like
carnies.
sausage.
And what about lemonade? We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than carnival lemonade.
Yeah.
I like to take the lid off because they give it to you in almost like a 5-gallon bucket, which they
do.
should because they charge you $100 for that thing.
Yeah.
All right. Now, smell does not just tell us what happened, it tells us what it felt like to be there. So, next time we talk about history, maybe we need to ask more than who, what, when, and where. Maybe we should also ask what was in the air. what did the room smell like? What did people carry on their clothes? What smells made the moment beautiful, uncomfortable, terrifying, or unforgettable? Because history was not clean, it was not quiet, and it was not perfectly lit. It was human. And humans smell like life. Yuck. There is a smell that I'm going to talk about. Christine and Nina probably have no idea what I'm talking about, but I know the three of us do. Whenever I smell musty dirt, I think about being in Lynette Johnson's Michigan basement.
Oh, Michigan basement. Wow, yeah.
That's a smell that'll never leave you. It's just dirt floor. It's always moist
Floor,
down there.
Moist, mildewy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in a haunted basement up in Grayling, and it had that smell.
It had the smell. Well, half of it was dirt floor,
Yeah, and the other half was dead mice.
for sure. All right, before we move on to Woman of the Week, does anybody else have a sense memory smell they want to bring up?
No, I'm good on smells. I still have a knot in my throat.
Please move on. All right, so it's time for our Woman of the Week. And this one ties directly into today's episode. Our Woman of the Week is Dr. Rachel Herz. She is a neuroscientist and one of the leading experts on the psychological science of smell. Her work focuses on smell, taste, emotion, memory, motivation, and cognition, which is basically the science behind why one random scent can suddenly throw you back 20 years. She has been researching olfaction, which is the science of smell, since 1990, and she has written and spoken extensively about why scent is so closely connected to emotional memory. And that is why she's perfect for today's show, because we are talking about what history smelled like, but Dr. Herz's work helps explain why that question matters. Smell is not just background noise. It is not just this smells good or that smells bad. Smell is tied to memory. It is tied to emotion, comfort, warning, attraction, disgust, nostalgia, grief, and identity. A certain perfume can bring you back to a person, like you, hun, and your grandma.
Yeah.
Fresh cut grass can bring you back to childhood. The hospital sanitizer can bring back fear. A basement smell can bring back your grandparents' house or Lynette Johnson's house. A lake breeze can bring back an entire Michigan summer. And sometimes you do not even have to think about it. Your body remembers before your brain catches up. That is what makes smell so powerful. Dr. Herz has helped bring serious attention to a sense that people often overlook. We talk about what we see, what we hear, but smell is one of the most emotional senses we have, and it can unlock memory in a way that feels instant and almost physical. So today, as we talk about the smell of history, the sweat, smoke, flowers, ink, ocean air, gas, food, perfume, and dust, we are also talking about something bigger. We are talking about the way scent makes memory come alive. And for helping us understand that connection between smell, emotion, and memory, Dr. Rachel Herz is our Round Robin Woman of the Week. Now, before we get into our Round Robin recommendations, I'm going to tell you about our Round Robin spin scale. 1, spin, only if you're bored. 2, background noise. 3, solid watch. 4, highly recommend. And 5, drop everything and spin immediately. Who's up?
All right, well, Nina and I will go first. We just watched Enola 3, right? Is that what it's called? It's the third Enola movie. You know, Sherlock
Oh, I love
Holmes'
her.
little sister.
Yes.
Yeah. It was definitely a 4 if you liked the other ones. But it's a 3 even if you don't watch any of the Sherlock kind of tied in things. But Enola Holmes, it was on Netflix. It's the third installment of the Enola Holmes series. They're pretty short movies. I want to say like an hour and a half, right? Yeah, solid watch, but it was was really good. It was a 4 if you like those movies, because it was just as good as 1 and 2. The whole detective thing, she solves it, Sherlock Holmes is involved, yada yada. It was solid. It was good. I liked it.
I saw the first 2, so I'm going to agree with you. So if the third one, if it held up to the other 2, it's definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
I love her. She's a great actress.
Yes. Agree.
All right. Angela?
I've rewatched Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and Jack Black, and Karen. I don't remember. Is it Gillen or Gillen? I don't really remember.
Gyllenhaal. That's a weird name. That's who you're talking about, right? Jake
No.
Gyllenhaal.
No, Karen. She played Gamora's sister in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know who you're talking about.
Anyways, yeah. And Kevin Hart. Typical Jumanji, 4 kids playing. But this time it was a video game instead of a board game. It's a really fucking funny movie. I laugh every time. Like, my favorite is when the girl turns into Jack Black and she's just like, this thing is crazy. Talking about his dick.
Oh, that's right, because she was a girl, and then in the game she's him.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That was funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they did a
Yeah,
really good
so
job on that one. I liked
they
it.
did.
I don't think I've seen it.
So I would
it's
give
funny.
that like a 4.5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Is that on Netflix right now?
That's on Peacock.
Peacock. Okay, Peacock Plus or just Peacock?
I think it's just Peacock. I think that's what we have.
We'll have to look for it. It's super funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
It's
watching it.
funny.
Yeah. All right, hon, you want to go?
First of all, let me explain how this worked, because we always sit down at night and then we start the surfing, and the surfing usually lasts 15 to 20 minutes, just trying to find something to watch. So we came across, and we're on Netflix because it's our favorite place to
Because
watch.
it's commercial free.
And we keep getting stuck on these movies that are dubbed over, and I hate it when Netflix. If they would just warn us, then we wouldn't waste our time, because I don't have the patience.
Sometimes it's hard until you're into it. You're like, hold on.
Yeah, with the dubbed over, English over, it's a foreign film. So we went through like 4 of these where we had started it and it was like, it's dubbed over.
Mm-hmm.
So Tracy finally landed on this one, and we just kind of stumbled across it, and it's called The OA. And this is kind of a sci-fi thriller, psychological, suspenseful, espionage kind of story.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts out with this young girl who has disappeared for 7 years. And before she disappears, she's completely blind. Something in her past, and I won't give it away, but something in her past caused her to go blind. She disappears for 7 years. When she returns, she has her sight back. And not just her sight, but a lot of other things.
You can't go much further than that.
I can't go much further than that.
No. It's really good. And it's a mini-series.
Yeah.
It's a mini-series. I don't remember how many episodes. Do you remember how many episodes?
I don't remember how many episodes, but I think we're on, episode 3?
3. It's really good. It goes really fast.
Yeah.
But it's super good. So definitely if you're into the psychological thriller, mystery, sci-fi, this is
Literally one of my favorite all-time shows. When I watched that, when it came out, I was like crying. It just opened like the thoughts for me on like a totally different level. I always tell people to watch that one because I don't think I've seen a better show ever made.
Yeah, it's
Really?
really
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah. It got us hooked right away. Right away. Within the first 20 minutes, we were like, we stumbled across a gem right here. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. What was your favorite takeaway, if you can say it?
Yeah, I think you're gonna. I can't because it'll give it away. But I do. I think it's a lot about what me and Christine talk about a lot, like what we are and what we're here for, and where we go afterwards, and kind of how all those things interplay. I mean, we've talked about it on the show too. Even like timeline stuff like that. It's great. I love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah. It seems like there's, touches on all the interdimensional levels.
Yeah. As it stands right now, I'm giving it a hard 5 spins because
Agree.
I've not been disappointed yet.
Nope. Nope. And then I've got one real quick because I always like to do one that goes with our theme. So the one I'm going to recommend is High on the Hog, which is how African American cuisine transformed America. And that's on Netflix. It's a documentary series hosted by Steven Satterfield, and it explores American history through food, which is sense, smell, taste, all that good fun stuff. So it fits our theme perfectly for today. And Netflix describes the series as following Steven Satterfield as he traces the moving through lines of African American cuisine from Africa to Texas. It's thoughtful, emotional, beautifully done, and it reminds you that history is not only found in documents. Sometimes it's found in a kitchen, in a recipe, in a smell, and in the hands of people who kept those traditions alive. And my spin scale on this one is going to be a 5, so drop it. I especially love food. I love cooking. I love the culture that goes with it, all of that. So now I want to hear from everyone listening. What smell instantly takes you back in time? Is it your grandmother's kitchen, a school hallway, a certain perfume, bonfire smoke, lake air, fresh cut grass, a church basement, a mall food court? Go ahead and drop it in the comments because I have a feeling this one is going to unlock some memories. So I can't wait to hear what other people have tied to their olfactory memory. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Follow the show, share it with someone who loves weird history, and come back next time because around here, we spin the wheel, chase the chaos, and see where the conversation lands. So we'll see you all back on Friday for F-Bomb.
Christine.
Hit it.
Smash all the buttons, hit all the stars, like and subscribe, follow us, and listen for more. We appreciate ya.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Smell you later, silly gooses.
Later.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.